Before you start the video, I just want to give a warning. I do cry in this. Also, I do not look at the near my phone or the camera at all. Pretty much the whole video, I'm constantly looking up, and that's just because I was really awkward and I was talking about really personal things. So yes, it bothers me as well. Continue on. This might be a boring video, but I don't care. If I look a little like I've been through it, I just got done an 8-hour shift, an opening shift, and I cried in the car a little bit. So just bear with me. I kind of wanted to do a little video for all of my people, you know, it's that time of year, for all of my people who leave home for school, who want to move away, who have moved away, who are homesick and all of that. My crew, I'm with you guys. If you don't know, I do not go to school where I'm from. So I'm from Saskatchewan and I go to school in British Columbia. Again, more backstory on me. All throughout high school, I was like, I am not staying here for university. I'm not staying here after school. And there's a lot of things that had to do with that I will not get into. So I knew I wasn't staying here. I knew that I didn't want to, and I knew that it wasn't what was best for me. And that's what I did. I moved away. Well, I didn't actually. COVID happened. 2020 grad. I stayed here for a year, did online school my first year, and I didn't move until about a year ago, until second year, and I moved into an apartment with amazing roommates, and I'm moving back in with them this year. But I had my very last day of work today. Well, I'm working 2 jobs, so one of the jobs, it was my last day, but I still have to keep working my other job. And I leave in 6 days. Kind of your last few days at home are so bittersweet, because on one moment I'll be looking at pictures and videos of my roommates and I doing our fun things, or I'll be thinking about where I live in BC, because I mean, BC, Saskatchewan, like, come on, it's incomparable. So I'll be thinking of BC, and I'll be thinking of all of my friends there and my roommates, and I'll be super excited, but then I'll think about the fact that I have to say goodbye to, and if I start crying, and you want to judge me, shh, okay? Also think about the fact that I have to say goodbye to my siblings. I have younger siblings they're not even fully grown yet, and it's really hard to not be able to, oh, here it goes, but this is why I'm making this video. It's really hard to not be able to be with your siblings while they're growing up, but that's just kind of like being an adult while you have kid siblings kind of thing. So that's like really hard to do. Oh my god, I'm crying. They're like both, my little sister's 12, or she's turning 12, so she's like, you know, going through that time, and I'm talking about them like they're dead. Like, why am I crying? And my little brother is 9, so they're both like in quite a developmental age. I mean, I guess any years when you're a kid is like developmental, but I get really emotional when I think about the fact that I don't get to see them, and then also my parents, I won't get to be with my parents. Oh my gosh, I can't. If I actually post this on the internet, like, I'm gonna be so embarrassed. If you're also crying because you have to move away from home, or you feel homesick, or you're just crying about anything, let's cry together, okay? Let's cry together. And my dad lives alone. So when I live at home, like, this is my dad's house. I live with my dad when I'm at home. My parents are separated. And so I get really sad thinking about my dad going back to living alone, and I won't be able to see my parents, my mom and my stepdad, and then my grandparents and all of my family. And I think the hardest part about leaving family and friends, and my friends too, I love my friends. If my friends are watching this, I'm so sorry. I'm also gonna miss you. I think the hardest thing about leaving people for me is my brain automatically thinks about, if there's an accident, I'm not here, and I'm not just 30 minutes away. I'm like 2 plane rides away. That really scares me, but I don't let that hold me back from doing what I know is best for me in my life. I need to take an iced tea break. Oh my gosh. I hope somebody out there is watching this and crying about their stuff too. I don't have tissues in my room, but I have a roll of toilet paper, so I'm gonna use toilet paper. I feel like there's gonna be somebody out there that's thinking, well, if you're crying this much about leaving, then why don't you just stay here? And I can't. I can't stay. I would hate myself if I stayed here. Just because you're sad about something ending or leaving doesn't mean that's enough. To me, that's not enough of a reason to stay. Like, it's really hard leaving. It's even harder when you have such good things where you're from. All my family's here. Literally all of my family that I'm close with is here. And I still have friends here. I still have friends from high school that I love so much. So it's really hard when you have such an established life here. Like, it's not like my family's scattered all over. I don't talk to my parents or anything, or I don't have siblings, because then I feel like it would be easier. And if you don't know what Saskatchewan is, like, look it up and you'll see it's a province in Canada with 1 million people. I am from one of the bigger cities. Still, it's like, the universities here don't even have what I'm interested in, so there's just no way I could have stayed here. I wish I wanted to stay here. I wish so badly that I wanted to stay with my family. I could live at home and not pay rent. I wish so badly I could do that, but I can't. It doesn't get easier. This is my second time moving away, and it's just as hard as last time. It scares me. Change is something that scares me so much. Like, when I think of the scariest situations in my life, it all has to do with something changing, something that I've been so used to. I don't know if, like, I hope I'm making sense. I don't know if I'm making sense. If you are somebody who has had to leave home, had to leave a relationship, had to leave somewhere you hated, or had to leave somewhere you loved, I hope that I said at least one thing that resonated with you. Just know that you're not alone in whatever you're feeling. I mean, this is with anything that you're ever feeling in your life, to anybody who's watching this, but you're never alone in feeling that, and I think that's really comforting. And it sucks. Sometimes it's okay to just say something sucks, and maybe somebody has it worse, but that doesn't mean that it still sucks for you. And that is something that I've also had to learn. I think I'm gonna stop here. Hopefully one person will receive comfort from this video. One person. And if that was you, love you. Good luck out there, folks.